Hi guys, it's Rob, Business Development Manager over at Shore Solutions with a couple of helpful tips to keep your business operational even when you're not opening. So I'd like to start this off by saying, just because your office may be closed right now, it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to shut down completely. So here are a couple of helpful tips to make sure that you're making the most out of all of the downtime. One of the things that you guys can be doing to still drive business even during these trying times is with the creation of an online store. I can't stress this enough. If you don't have one already, get an online store. As I'm sure my own and your Amazon history reflects, how important online retail has been for everybody during these times. It's been a saving grace for every industry, and it can absolutely work wonders in your practice. Having an online store is great because, for one, it's not affected by geography. You can draw your customers from anywhere in the world, realistically. Another point is that it's open 24/7. You never have to close. It's not affected by your operating hours, government shutdowns, or anything else. As long as that computer has power and you have inventory on your shelves, you can operate your online store. Another thing about an online store is it gives great access to do flexible updates and offers and different promotions and everything, but you can do those on the fly instantly whenever you want. If you want to run free shipping or 10% off for a holiday, all of that stuff can be done in real time and you can have it up on the site instantaneously. Another great thing about an online store is it's going to give you access to analytics. In our industry, data drives everything, and having the most information possible is the most important for your practice. With analytics from your online store, you can find out what exactly products are selling. What are people actually buying? What do they want? If something is not on your shelf and it's not moving on your online store, maybe move that away from inventory. You don't necessarily need it anymore. You don't keep products to keep them looking pretty on the shelves. You hope to sell them, make some money. So with an online store, you can tell exactly what people are buying. Another thing is you're going to be able to find out where those customers are coming from. You can get the ROI from all of your marketing efforts. You'll be able to find out, are they coming from social media? Are they being drawn from your website? Any other type of paid advertising that you may be doing. Another important factor is, when are people shopping? When should you be running your social media promotions? You can see exactly when these orders are coming in, so you'll be able to know what time people are browsing your online store. It's also another way to really bring the office home with them. It helps them from the standpoint that it makes it very, very easy to make skincare part of their daily lives, to part of their daily routines. They don't need to come all the way down to the office to refill on a product that they're going to be buying anyways. They don't necessarily, your patients don't necessarily need to be sold the same product again. They're already using it, they're already loving it. This just makes it much, much easier for them to get it. Another great thing about an online store is it's a very efficient marketing spend. It doesn't cost very much money at all in order to operate an online store. Most EMRs are already compatible with online stores. It's a simple plugin for your website, one line of code, button right at the top, adding another page or a link, and it's done. So you don't really need to spend a lot of money on marketing your online store. So the reason why an online store is really the most important is it's going to help you build a diverse product mix based on what your patients actually want and what they're actually buying. It's also going to help with customer loyalty and patient loyalty, in the sense it's going to help them continue buying the products that they already love. Makes it much, much easier to get them from their office to their toiletry kit, bathroom, in their vanity. Another great helpful self-service kit tool that you can use for your practice to keep you operational when you're not open is a virtual consult. Just because you can't be there for your patients physically, it doesn't mean you can't be there for them. Virtual consults and follow-ups are a great way to get back in front of your patients while still maintaining good social distancing practices. And especially now in 2020, technology has made it possible for this. There are a whole host of free apps that you can use to communicate with your patients. Just whenever you're using an online teleconferencing app, just make sure that you remain HIPAA compliant, and anything that you can do to remain HIPAA compliant is definitely for the best for your practice. Another self-service tool for your office, automation scheduling. Automated scheduling apps, many EMRs out there already have an automated scheduling app. It's a simple link or plugin that you can just put right on your homepage for your website. links directly to your schedule, and it will allow patients to schedule all their appointments at home. One of the great things about this is they don't need to call the office. You don't need somebody necessarily answering the phones to make appointments. It's very helpful for follow-ups and simple things like that. And combined with a good communication network, and again, I can't stress this enough, keep those lines of communication open during this time. You'll be able to stay in front of your patients and give them the tools they need when you're not necessarily manning the front desk. Another great thing that you can do from an office standpoint is marketing updates. Like I just said, keep those lines of communication open. Let your patients know that you're still there. Let them know what you're planning on doing during this time. Let them know on what you're planning on doing after this time. Give them something to look forward to when this is all over. Be there for your patients. Be there for your community. I guarantee you that there are practices in your area, probably competing practices of yours, that are not going to do the work. They are going to see this quarantine. They're going to see whatever closure that they're facing as a vacation or a shutdown and completely stop all efforts that they're making on a marketing side, all efforts really that they're making on a practice side. And the practices that are going to put their heads down and do the work during this time, that are going to be there for their patients, be transparent, you will come out of on the other side of this fine. The practices that aren't, those are the ones that might have something to worry about when this is all over. It is an event that will allow, from a marketing standpoint, your practice to upset the status quo. The practices that are not working are going to get leapfrogged by smaller practices, newer practices, practices that don't have that same visibility. You're going to be able to get to a much higher level and a much better level as long as you put your head down and do the work. I hope this helps. All of the information that I just spoke about is on our website at shoresolutions.com. Make sure you follow us on social media at Shore Solutions, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Good luck out there. Stay safe.